Hi, welcome to the Holistic Vault. I'm going to teach you how to take homeopathic remedies. Remedies come in different ways, so let me teach you a little bit. If a remedy comes in a liquid tincture, such as this, you'll just follow the dosing on the back, unless in the treatment plans it has given you specific dosing. So sometimes it might say, like, take 3 times a day, 10 drops. But if in the treatment protocol it says to take it just 1 time a day, you'll follow that instead. And taking liquid tinctures is pretty self-explanatory. You just do the drops. Now, if you have a child who is taking a liquid, what you can do, because it is an alcohol and sometimes that burns, so what you can do is you can just take a little tablespoon of water. You just fill a little bit of water in it, and you'll put the 10 drops or however many drops it states into the tablespoon of water, and then just have them drink the tablespoon of water. And that's it. And that really cuts down the alcohol in it. If you are getting bottles like this, some are just over the counter bottles. If you're getting these, pretty simple. All you do is you turn it over, and as you turn, the bottle, you hold the cap still, and as you turn the bottle, the pellets fall into the cap. I don't know if you can see it there. They fall into the cap. And then you just toss them right underneath your tongue to dissolve. Now, after you can pour whatever's left back in into there. Whatever is left after about 30 to 60 seconds, if there's still, if you can still have the sugar pellets in there, then you can chew what's left, but we don't want to chew them right away. So if you have little kids and they want to chew as soon as you put them in. Now, when my kids were little, we used to either sing a song or I would count to 30. And then after that, whatever wasn't dissolved, they can chew then. But you want to try not to chew right away because of the fact that we're getting the remedy off of the outside of the sugar pellet and we want to get it into our saliva. Now, if you are getting packets, so some pharmacies will send you remedies in a packet. If you get remedies from my office, they will come in a packet. What you do is you open it up. This is how I do it. I open it up and you will just kind of fold it. I kind of fold it so it has makes a little funnel. We provide you with a little vial. A lot of the pharmacies don't, but you can get these on Amazon, as well as at the dollar store, like the Dollar Tree dollar store. If you go into the craft section, they have some of these in like a little packets, like a little 4 count, 6 count. They're a little different than this. I think they're little glass ones, but it would all work. Just pour them into here, and that's it. And now you have them. You never want to touch pellets, whether they come like this or they come like this. You don't want to touch them. And the reason for that is because the remedy will come off on your fingers or in your hand, and then you're not getting the full dose, the full potency in your mouth, which is where we want it to be. So, a good way to get these out, if you're struggling with trying to get, say, just two out, one way you can do is you can just tap it into the cap. Um, if that is difficult, you can pour some into a bowl. I like to use a bowl that has like a nice round, and then you can just use a spoon to kind of scoop two out and put underneath your tongue to dissolve. Um, when it comes to small infants or those who have texture, things like that, where we can't just put the pellets right into the mouth, we can do what's called water dosing. Water dosing is where we get a cup of water. Now, this is just a small cup of water. You can do a half a cup of water, you can do 1 cup. I keep it under like 1 cup or less. There's no exact science to it. It doesn't change the formula. If it's a half a cup or 3/4 of the cup, it doesn't change the formula. So, because we're just changing the whole structure of the water at this point. So, what you'll do is you'll just get a cup of water and you will put your 2 pellets. So put your 2 pellets in the water and just give it a light stir. Okay. It doesn't need to dissolve. just a light stir is fine. We are now altering the frequency of the water. Now, if it says to take one dose, like one dose per day or one dose a week, for example, if you're doing a no-sode, it might be once a week or once a month, then you'll just take a tablespoon of that water and just put it in your mouth. Now, I always say, hold on to it for 3 seconds and then swallow, but it's not necessary. But if you can, great. And even for little kids, this is how we do it. It has no taste to it. So you just put that right into their mouth. If it's like an infant, like a newborn, you can do less. You can do like a quarter of you can do a teaspoon or a quarter of a tablespoon. It's fine. But if you're older, do a tablespoon. Now, if you are sick, for example, like you have a cough or a runny nose, and you are supposed to take a remedy like 5 times for that day, for example, then what you can do is you can water dose, and then you can just use the same water throughout the day. And you can come take a tablespoon of it 5 times a day, or just, take a sip of it in your mouth 5 times a day. You can do that as well. Discard the water at the end of the day and then make fresh the next day. So if you're using this for like a flu no-sode where we do it maybe once a week, you just want to discard it. You're not going to keep this all week long. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. The only rule of thumb is that we say try to keep remedies away from microwaves, um, because we don't know about how it alters the water or the remedies itself. So that is how to dry take a remedy, water dose a remedy. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us on our TikTok or Instagram channel.